Hey guys, welcome to Buzzy. I'm going to very quickly take you through some of the features of Buzzy. These features are going to be used to, in this instance, manage a cricket team, and you can also use it to manage staff rosters or just keep friends in the loop of any important events. So let's talk a little bit more about Buzzy. It's available on desktop, mobile, both iOS and Android, and it's available for free from those app stores. People invited into a buzz do not require the app to use Buzzy. So let's dive right in and start a simple private buzz. I'm going to sign in here using my Gmail account, and I'll accept that. And the first thing you'll notice is I'm taken through to a dashboard that contains a list of all the buzzes that I'm currently participating in. On the top right hand side here, you'll notice there's 3 outstanding notifications. I can quickly click into them and navigate my way through to those different buzzes. It's also indicated on the top of each buzz. In this particular instance, I've got 1 outstanding notification. So let's start a buzz from a template. I'm going to start a buzz for my son's cricket team because the coaches have asked me to try and get the communication happening a little bit smoother. We've got a long season ahead of us, and lots of delegation between parents and managing teams. And we'll also then look at how you could apply this to a staff roster if you're managing a small business with staff or a cafe or something similar. So let's go in and create this buzz, and you'll see that it generates from the template something that's a little bit more catered towards managing a sports team. And first thing I want to do is I want to edit this cover, and I'm going to upload an image from, let's have a quick look through here, graphics, hang on, I've got it here somewhere, template images. I've chosen a bit of a generic cricket image to insert there, which will just make it a little bit more theme-centric. Obviously this can be any image you want, or an image of the cricket team itself, and I'm going to select done. That looks awesome. I'm happy with that. And the next thing I want to do is, if you notice on the left-hand side here, we can add people. So these are obviously going to be parents, coaches, anybody that needs this information for the season. So I'm going to add in Karen, who's our fake for the purpose of this demonstration. She's one of the parents. And on the right hand side here, we've got 3 user types, audience, author and owner. So let's talk a little bit about audience. Audience members are notified only when the buzz is published, and they can only view and comment on the buzz. So they can't edit the content, and that's pretty important, especially if you're managing people, large groups of people. As an owner, which is me in this instance, I'm going to pretend I'm the coach. I can obviously publish, edit, view. I can remove other owners and audience members. So I'm going to stay as the owner, and I'm going to select done. Cool. And then on the right hand side here, we've got an option to follow or unfollow this buzz. So to select follow, I'm choosing to receive regular updates, or every time there's an update to this template, either through the app or email. By selecting unfollow, some parents may not want to receive every update. They may just want to come into this buzz in their own time, or refer to this buzz in their email. So in this instance, because I'm the coach, I want to choose to follow it. And you'll select in here, we've got, if you select in there, we've got settings. So let's talk about these settings for a second. Over here, we can change the title. So I'm going to change this to Newport Barracudas Cricket Schedule 2015. Really happy with that. We've got an option here to make this buzz private or public. In this instance, I'm going to keep it private because I only want the parents and coaches associated with the Newport Barracudas to get these updates. So that's why that will stay private. It's currently in draft mode. I have not published this buzz yet. I'm going to wait to publish it until I've got all the information in there. I've got the cover image turned on. You can choose to have that turned off. And you can also choose to have the comments field turned off if you wish. So I'm going to select done. And let's just have a little look at this table. So this table is coming from the template. But it's very easy to insert cells, rows or columns if you wish. You can also, very easy just to type in there, May, and the start time, the location, opponents, drinks, who's on roster duty for drinks that day. And the other thing I want to do is, you'll see at the bottom here we've got an add content button. I'm going to select that button, and when I select it you'll notice that I'm presented with a whole lot of options here. So I'll let you go through that in your own time, but in this instance I want to put a Google map in. I want to let the parents know where we're going to be practicing each week. I'll select Newport Beach, New South Wales. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Very happy with that. I'll select insert, and that gets inserted below the table. So that's awesome. It's always going to be a nice central point of reference for the parents. I've got the training times in there, team contacts, all of this information you can customize and edit relative to the sports team that you're managing or the buzz that you're creating. I can also upload documents, insert any other notes. Let's have a look at the comments field. It's probably best demonstrated a bit later on once I publish this draft, but we can obviously push out comments, and I'll give you a demonstration of that in a second. So I'm going to publish this draft. So I'll select publish. Awesome, really happy with that. And that means by publishing it, Karen, who's one of the parents, will get notifications about this buzz or this cricket schedule, right? So let's have a little look at that. Karen, in this instance, has decided to download the app, and I've got that simulated over here on the front, and you'll see in her dashboard is the buzz, Newport Barracudas Cricket. So if I click into that, you can see I've got my cover image in there. I can choose to follow or unfollow this buzz. It's got all the dates that we need, all really handy, all contained in this buzz. The map. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom here, and I'm just going to say, hey coach. Thanks for the update, and click send. And now if we go back to this buzz, this being the coach's buzz, they're looking at it on their desktop. We'll scroll down to the bottom, and there's Karen's comment. It's come through. I'm just going to reply to her quickly. Hey Karen, thanks for the update. Glad you like this buzz, and I'm going to select send, and that's now been sent through. And let's have another look at the app, because you'll notice now there's 2 comments in there. My comments come through to her. The other thing is that she's going to get this sent to her email address. So I've just clicked into my email account there very quickly, and you can see that that's come through as an email. And the other thing is that it's also come through is the entire season has been published there through. That's how it would appear as an email. So you don't need to have the app to receive the information. It just keeps people up to date all the time when there is an update on this particular buzz. Let's have a look very quickly. I'm going to speed along here a bit and have a look how this would relate to managing staff roster. In this instance, I've created a beautiful cover here that relates to Jonty's Kitchen Cafe. Inside here I've got all my staff members, and I can just punch in their details over here. 5 p.m. till 11 p.m. and so on and so on. I can obviously, as before, we can add rows, and I've got all the information on my menus, contact details, where the cafe is located, menu for this week. I've run in a little ad over here to push out to anybody that works for me. So yeah, really easy. And again, let's go in and add Karen, shall we? Again, so Karen works for me. She's one of my staff members. I'm going to make her an audience member because I don't want her to adjust the roster. I'm the owner, and I'm going to select done. Awesome. I want to choose to follow that, and I'm going to select publish draft. And let's use that example again. We'll go into that to the app to have a look at that and see what that looks like in Karen's dashboard. So she's not only a cricket mum, but she also works at Jonty's Cafe, and you'll see there is the buzz, and I'll select into that and very quickly show you how that looks. The rosters come in. There we go, comment. Awesome. Can I work Saturday? And select send. And if we go back to the desktop, we'll notice that that's come through as well. It'll also be emailed through to Karen and to me as well. So very quickly, that's Buzzy, folks. I hope there's something here that you guys can use and solve a problem for your communication, business, sports teams. To date, Buzzy has been used to manage a whole wide range of sports teams, staff rosters. And yeah, we look forward to you using Buzzy. And if you've got any feedback, please feel free to send it through to us. Cheers.